The first pack of paid downloadable content for Mario Kart 8 has arrived, but what exactly do you get for your £7? And is it worth taking the game out for one more spin? First, the DLC contains 3 new playable characters: Tanuki Mario, Cat Peach, and Link from The Legend of Zelda. The first 2 are pretty groan-worthy, especially since they both already had cheap reskin characters, but they do have new voice samples and trick jump animations. It doesn't make any sense how Mario is able to race against himself as a baby, himself made of metal, and himself in a costume, but hey, it's a video game. Link is the star of the show, of course, marking the second time a non-Mario character has been in a Mario Kart game after Rob the Robot, and the first time a non-Mario character people care about has been in a Mario Kart game. He fits right in with the rest of the characters. Although he does seem quite tall, his trademark yelling works quite well when doing sweet jumps, and even he can't help let loose with a righteous holler once in a while. There are 4 new vehicles to try out, 3 karts and 1 bike. The B Dasher returns from Mario Kart DS and 7, and rigorous experimentation revealed it shares its specifications with the Mark 8, Circuit Special, Sports Coupe and Gold Kart, making it a higher speed choice. The Blue Falcon from F-Zero has unique stats and is a mostly balanced ride. Ditto the Tanuki Kart, which sacrifices some acceleration for extra weight and grip. It's an extra half bar of speed here and there, but the new karts are uniquely tuned, so you can find what works best for you. The Master Cycle is the only bike in the pack, and it's a speedy sports bike with unique stats. There are also a singular set of new wheels, the Triforce tyres, but these are the same as the slim tyres. Rounding out the pit stop selection is the Hylian Kite, which is the same as all the other flyers. There's a nice selection of new vehicles to choose from. The Master Cycle has the obvious what-if Zelda punk appeal, the B Dasher and Blue Falcon are nice blasts from the past, and the Tanuki Kart, while a bit plain visually, is a solid machine. But the new vehicles certainly aren't the main attraction of the DLC, nor are the characters. It's the tracks. 8 new tracks over 2 cups to be precise. Well, to be precise, 5 new tracks and 3 lifted from previous Mario Kart games. The first track in the Egg Cup is Yoshi Circuit, taken from Mario Kart Double Dash on the GameCube. Aside from the obvious and fantastic visual upgrade, this course is just the same as it was on the Cube. There are no gliding sections or anti-grav sections thrown in, just good old-fashioned Mario Kart racing. They did update the music, however, which really pops with some killer sax thrown in with the classic whistling. Next up is the Excitebike Arena, a throwback to the classic NES racer. The track itself is a simple loop, but the ramps are placed in different positions every time you play, keeping things somewhat fresh. Since it's all mostly a straight line, the majority of the race involves doing jumps off the myriad ramps over and over. Big ramp, little ramp, it's really all the same. The occasional mud splotch can cause you to veer slightly in one direction, but it's essentially a straight line. The track is too long to be as hectic as the old baby park, but the simple joy of doing tricks and getting massive air is fairly enjoyable. Next up is Dragon Driftway, which sports a Chinese aesthetic. The track sends you headlong into the mouth of a wooden gobble gut, then riding along its back in anti-gravity. It has some nice twists and turns and a unique design that helps it stand out, since there's nothing particularly spectacular in the course design. Also, apparently Lakitu are Kung Fu masters. Who knew? The Egg Cup ends with Mute City, the closest you can get to an actual F-Zero game for the Wii U. True to its futuristic setting, the entire track is in anti-gravity, letting you bump into people for boosts galore. Also true to the F-Zero games, there are no coins lying on the track. Instead, you have to run over the healing zones to stock up, or use the coins you get from item boxes and down opponents, of course. The track turns in all directions, with boost pads and bumpers all over the place to keep things as speedy as possible. Mute City itself even seems amped up, with futuristic buildings and cars flying by in the background. As an added bonus, a version of the ending music to the original F-Zero plays instead of the usual post-race jingle. Next up is the Triforce Cup, which begins with Wario's gold mine from Mario Kart Wii. Mario Kart Wii was pretty fugly, but the course looks amazing this time around. The orange sunset glow, the magnetic blue minecart tracks, it's a real treat. The indoors section has been given an anti-gravity twist as well, so you can bump into the cars as you follow them down the mine for a boost. And, much like in Shy Guy Falls, the Shy Guy workers add to the music as you drive past their mining operation. After that is Rainbow Road from the original Super Mario Kart on the SNES. This stage was already brought back for Mario Kart 7 and it plays pretty much the same as in that game, but with a big visual upgrade of course. Everything shines under the multicoloured lights, and the thwomps crashing into the course send almost the whole track wobbling all over the place. Next comes Ice Outpost, a new track focused around two separate lanes that cross over and loop around each other constantly throughout the race. There are a fair few shortcuts you can take to shave off some time, but they're quite tricky to perform without ending in the drink. Still, with the two interconnected paths, multiple shortcuts, anti-grav corners, a tiny bit of gliding, and an interesting backdrop, this is my favourite track of the entire DLC pack. And last, but not least, is Hyrule Circuit. This obviously takes its inspiration from The Legend of Zelda, and spares no expense in doing so. Instead of coins, you collect rupees. Instead of piranha plants and swoopers, Deku Babas and Keese harass you. There's even a crystal switch puzzle thrown in. Bump all of them as you make the turn to reveal a new boost ramp that can send you ahead. It's a tightly designed course, but the Zelda branding elevates it even higher. A fitting end to the second cup in Mario Kart 8's first DLC pack. All in all, the new tracks are well worth another dip into Mario Kart 8. Extra characters and even karts are okay, but the real appeal of the game is its varied and hectic courses. For Mario Kart enthusiasts, there's a little bit of everything in the DLC. Classic stages revamped, brand new tracks, and some heavy-duty fan service that not only gets you itching for a new F-Zero game, but that are also great fun by themselves and fit right in with the existing selection. If the second DLC pack in May is half as good, I'll give that one a thumbs up as well. Yeah! I also played a quick few rounds of online play, and the new courses seem to always be on rotation and almost always get chosen, which makes sense since why would you buy the DLC if you didn't want to play it? As far as I know, you can't play the new tracks if someone in the lobby doesn't own the DLC, but you can use the new characters, although everyone just plays as Link.